Who is your current representative in Congress, and what district do you live in? Do you live here in California's 10th district and might be able to vote for me? Those are the questions that I'm going to answer in today's episode, which is 85 days to Super Tuesday. So let's get started. I'm going to do a screen share again. Here we go. The easiest way to find out who your representative is and which congressional district you live in, if you have no idea, and I actually think this is the majority of Americans, is to just go to Google and type in, who is my representative? And the first link that will show up is a link from the US House of Representatives, house.gov, and you just click find your representative. Then all you have to do is enter your zip code. And I'm going to enter a zip code for Danville, California, which is 94526. And if I click find your rep, it shows you that your current rep is Mark DeSaulnier, Democrat, and we are in California's 10th congressional district. And it even shows you a map of the entire district here. If you live in a city where the districts are split, like I do here in Dublin, if I were to type in my zip code 94568 and hit find your rep, actually two come up, Mark DeSaulnier and Eric Swalwell. And then I would have to type in my street address in order for it to tell me which of the two my rep is. Because half of Dublin, the west side, is California's District 14, and the east side, where I live, is California District 10. And I'm not going to type in my address because who knows, you might be a weirdo, and I'm just not going to do that right now. So anyway, that's the easiest way to find out who your representative is and which congressional district you live in. I'm going to show you a more detailed map of California's 10th district so that you can see all of the other cities that are part of the district. You could use that map that shows up on the United States House website here, but we're going to go into a little bit more detail and type in California 10th Congressional District in Google. And then you can go to the Wikipedia website, which will tell you a little bit about the district. But we're going to click over here on the right onto Google Maps. And here is California's 10th district. And I'll show you why I'm using this in a second. And let's go to the terrain mode because it's actually easier to see the district and easier to read the city names. Okay, so now we're going to play a little game. If you haven't watched my launch speech yet, I would recommend you do because that tells you why I'm running, what I'm trying to accomplish. And you can find it by either going to the website. I rearranged the website a little bit. I decided to put the big campaign trailer at the top because it's more compelling. But if you want to learn about who I am and what I'm about and why I'm running, you should go to the launch speech, which is just below the trailer here. And I also included a picture of the district map. If you have seen my launch speech already, you know that I visited several different places in the district when I was recording each section of the speech. So now the game we're going to play is, where did I record each site? Let's go to the launch speech. This is the first setting. If you live here in Dublin, you immediately recognize this white bridge because I just put it up about a month ago. It was sitting under construction, under work on the side of Dublin Boulevard for months, actually probably well over a year, maybe even 2 years, I don't even know. But they just put it up. It's a walkway across Dublin Boulevard, but it's still actually not open yet. They are still doing a bunch of work at the bases of the bridge, but it will be a walkway to help you get across Dublin Boulevard without having to cross traffic. Okay, so that was located in the very far southern part of the district where I live, right down here. The next scene, if we keep going, was here. And to anybody who lives in San Ramon, California, you recognize this as San Ramon City Hall. And right in the back of San Ramon City Hall is Central Park, which is where they have their big Wind and Music Festival, the 4th of July celebration. Large city events are often held here and inside of City Hall. And that is, of course, just up I-680 right in downtown San Ramon off the freeway, off Bollinger. If we keep going in the speech to the next location, anybody who lives in Danville probably recognizes this because it is the Danville Library. And that, of course, is just continuing up the freeway from San Ramon, up 680, into downtown Danville. And then, from there, the next setting, it shows it right down here, is in Walnut Creek, California. This is Civic Park, which is right next door to the Walnut Creek Library. And Walnut Creek is just continuing up I-680 into downtown Walnut Creek here. The next location, continuing through the video, is here. And to anyone who lives in Lafayette, California, you recognize this because it is the back of the Lafayette Library. This is actually a statue of a giant stack of books behind me. It's really pretty, this courtyard area that they built. Very, very pretty and well done. And there's some nice tables under here. Even on a hot summer day, you can chill under this overhang with foliage on it and read or do some work. And so of course Lafayette is just to the west of Walnut Creek down Highway 24. And if we keep going in the video to the next location, we get to, it's spooling. Oh, what happened to my internet? Okay, time out. Okay, we're back. Just had to reload the page. The next location here, anyone who lives in Orinda has probably been here because it is upstairs at the entrance to the Orinda Library. And that is just heading further down 24 to Orinda right here in the very, very far western part of the district on the San Francisco side of the district. And if we keep going in the video to the next location, we end up here, which I actually headed back up 24 and then headed north from Walnut Creek and into Concord. This is actually behind the Concord city office buildings, which are currently under construction. I was trying to find a quiet place. I was going to go to a park, Todos Santos Plaza, but they were having a farmer's market there, and there's no way I would have been able to record without too much noise. So I kept heading into the Concord city offices. And that, of course, is just here. And from there to the next location is actually pretty easy to identify because it says Brentwood right behind me. This is the Brentwood City Hall office with the council chamber right here. And that, of course, you head north from Concord and then take Highway 4, which wraps all the way around, actually goes out of the district for a little bit. And then when it turns back south, it heads into Brentwood, which is back in the district. So that's where the Brentwood City Hall is on the very far east side. And the very last location, I'm sure everybody was able to figure out because it is a very high place, the highest place in the district. I didn't go all the way to the top, but I made it to Mount Diablo, and I probably was about 2/3 of the way up. And it was starting to get dark, so I wanted to make sure that I was able to record it before it got too dark outside. But this is, of course, beautiful Mount Diablo. And the sun was setting. You can see that I was able to catch the red beams coming through above the clouds. And Mount Diablo is center of the district. And from up there, you can see a beautiful 360-degree view of the entire district. And it's really pretty because we have Mount Diablo square in the center. And then we, of course, have these mountains, more like foothills, that are on the west side, Orinda, Moraga area. And then, of course, if you cross through the Caldecott Tunnel, then you end up in Berkeley, go through Oakland, and then to San Francisco. So for those of you who are not in the district, if you want to know relative to San Francisco where the district is, it's basically just you head straight east. You take Highway 80 and then 24, and then you get into California's 10th Congressional District. So now, if you're not sure if you are in California's 10th Congressional District or not, you know. If you are in the district and you like the message that I'm sending, and you like that I'm providing an alternative to the two-party system and want to help out, then please reach out to me through the campaign website. You can call me, you can email me, or you can fill out the form and I will reach back out to you. And the most important thing that you can do if you want to help support an alternative, third-party, independent candidate is to tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your colleagues, anyone who lives in the district. Just send them the link to the independentjoe.com webpage and they can explore from there. I'm on all the social media channels at the same handle, Joseph J. Sweeney. If they only have a short attention span, send them to TikTok or Instagram. If they have a longer attention span, send them to YouTube, where I'm posting all of my 99 Days to Super Tuesday videos. Or just send them to the website and let them watch the campaign trailer and the launch speech, which tells them in 8 minutes what I'm about. And that's all I have for you today. I will be showing you a very interesting breakdown of California's 10th Congressional District voters tomorrow. And you will be very surprised at just how favorable those demographics are to an independent candidate. Until then, I will talk to you later.